Dear guests, now that you are here, far thousand miles from your homes, it is our pleasure to welcome you with our historical values of nearby 8,000-year-old city called Tarsus. Said St. Paul, I came from Tarsus, an important city of Cilicia. St. Paul, as known in Hebrew as Saul of Tarsus. The ruins of his house and holy well still remains as a museum as well as one of the oldest church in the world with his name. Cleopatra's Gate, where Cleopatra, Queen of Egypt, and Mark Antony, Roman general, met each other while entering into the city, which was a seaport on that time, for their new strategies. Cave of Seven Sleepers, those who slept about 309 years when they were escaping and hiding from Roman soldiers in the early years of Christianity. Tomb of Daniel, the prophet of prosperity, lays here. Some section of ancient basalt Roman road, of which only some short parts are appeared with its still perfect form in the mid-city. According to legend, Shah Meran was a half-human, half-snake creature called a monarch of the snakes. The mine-layer ship Nusrat, that played a historical role with its mines poured into Bosphorus water, is original from World War I. Tarsus waterfall, means cold water, are shortly and considered some of our cultural and historical values. With its 40 years of experience from a small workshop with 5 employees, in Berdan today, 300 employees among 42 engineers from different branches. Our factory has been located in the industrial area of this region. Berdan today is being globally recognized as a key fastener supplier to prestigious mega projects as well as the wind projects for the world's leading wind energy companies. Owing the biggest capacity of induction heated, hot forging on press ranging from 100, 400 and 600 tons, and automatic hot forged nut machines up to M33, as well as manual hot forging nut press up to M72, besides 2 multi-die cold bolt formers from M16 up to M30, we can serve for all the sectors. Thanks to our own fully automatic continuous system and standard cabin system heat treatment furnaces for gradually smaller parts in its range, we have recently implemented a well-type oven for the longer studs up to 3 meters. This is a 3-meter deep underground furnace with similar depth, quench, and alongside in which studs and long bolts are heat treated in jigs to prevent distortion. Starting from the raw material accepting process until final check, all the processes are being monitored in our ISO EN 17025 accredited test laboratory, which is still the first and the only one in its sector in Turkey. Among some of the performance are the mechanical particle inspections devices as well as Sharpie impact tests at minus 150 degrees. The laboratory are furnished according with the character of the materials and the purposes needed. In there, 2 of the torque test machines up to M72, which one of them still is one of the 2 machines in whole Europe. The most fascinating one is the 500 tons of tensile tester, designed and constructed by Berdan. We have performed a breakage of a full body M72 whole bolt at 430 tons by this machine, which is still one of the biggest capacity in Europe. A separate but close by plant is dedicated to coatings. There, hydrogen embrittlement risk has been eliminated from the beginning. Berdan has its own trivalent zinc electroplating line, a zinc lamel coating line using magnet technologies, and a recently introduced phosphating line. The main volume, however, flows through Berdan's hot dip galvanizing line. Load spreading plates and anchor bolts for the anchor cages of wind turbines to world's leading big companies are handled in one unit with a very specific care for the localization purposes. Nevertheless, from the smallest nacelle fasteners to the tower bolts and stud for blades are specially manufactured and packed in a kit for a tower. Being a reputable brand awareness, In mega projects included selection by IHI of Japan to supply 362 sets of M110 by 10 meters, 10.9 class of anchor bolts for Europe's second suspended bridge across the Izmit Gulf. Many other small boltings needed and repair process are being supplied continuously by Berdan. Furthermore, Berdan Civata has been awarded for manufacturing and delivery of 762 sets of M85 by 10 meters, 10.9 class of anchor bolts and its relevant components for 19,015 Çanakkale Bridge project over Dardanelles Strait to connect Asia and Europe sites one more time. The bridge will be the world's longest suspension bridge once completed, with 2,023 meter central span and 4,608 meter total length, surpassing the Akashi Kaiko Bridge in Japan, the current record holder at 1,991 meters, and it is being planned to be opened in 2023, 100th of the Republic of Turkey. Others include manufacturing from Turkey to Northern Cyprus. Very special stainless steel flange bolts with the extra special coating required to 6,500 hours of salt spray resistance for the 280 meters deep water pipeline on another mega project, actually named Project of 100 Years. Here, the joy and pride of drinking water flow. Foundation anchor and flange bolts for the TANAP, Trans-Anatolian Natural Gas Pipelines, stretching from Azerbaijan to Europe. Berdan once again were required to manufacture the fasteners to this project in every stage with special coating. 4 years ago, for the needs of special steel fasteners to be used in nuclear power plants, under the leadership of the nuclear consultant from abroad, Berdan Bolt had already prepared the quality handbook of the safety relevant bolts at nuclear power projects. Berdan, being the first company contacted by the Turkish consortium and the Russian company for their needs and desired steel fasteners on Akkuyu nuclear power plant constructions in the beginning of 2008. Berdan always welcomes newcomers and young brains to give them opportunities to work, study and make research and development, since there are no enough job sites for new graduates. Recently, an education complex and kindergarten was built on the name of his beloved name. Esra Shamsi died a few years ago at her young age. This complex was opened to service at the beginning of 2018. In there is a pretty and modernly designed conference and meeting hall. Every year, 40 of children of poor families are being supported by Berdan throughout their educating life. There is no doubt why world's leading companies have invested their trust in Berdan. The board of directors, which has created a legend, will achieve many successes with the workers who study in harmony with the corporate culture. Thank you for your coming and listening to our presentation.